Mesa fifth graders getting quite the surprise this morning after developing an emergency preparedness plan.
I've been looking forward to this story since we talked about it in yesterday's meeting. Ryan is joining us live near Baseline in Sassaman with more. Good morning, Ryan.
Hey, good morning, guys. We are literally on a fire truck with Mesa Fire on our way to Franklin Elementary School to surprise the kids there and also give Brooklyn Gainey a chance to ride on a fire truck. Is this about the coolest thing that can happen?
Yes.
Yeah. How come you're riding on this fire truck?
I won a riding contest.
About what?
Being prepared just in case of a tornado or anything dangerous comes your way.
And did you get any sleep last night, or were you too excited about getting on this truck today?
I barely got any sleep. I was so excited.
What do you think the kids at school are going to say?
I'm famous. She's famous.
You are famous, and you're on 3TV. That's double famous. Yeah, so coming up in about 15, 20 minutes, we're going to talk more about this writing essay that Brooklyn did in order to get on here. More than 100 other students submitted essays about this, and she was the lucky one to win the contest. And I can't wait to see the reaction of these kids. The whole school is going to be out front as she pulls up, and I believe maybe a little lights and sirens just to kind of entice and make things even more amazing for little Brooklyn here. So that's coming up in about 20 minutes. Guys, back to you.
That is a great live shot too, Ryan. Thank you for that.
She looks so tiny in there. I love it.
Yeah.
You dip fruit.
A student in the East Valley was the envy of all of her peers, showing up to school today on a fire truck. Brooklyn Gainey is a fifth grader at Franklin Elementary in Mesa, and she got the royal treatment after writing the winning story about having an emergency preparedness plan.
A kid once told me, hey, once you get off the fire truck, you should just put on glasses and, like, throw them off.
It made me feel so proud of her. I really thought that was awesome, that she would get to experience this and her friends would get to see it, me and her dad. I was very proud of her and her accomplishments.
The Mesa Fire Department shows her story over hundreds of other fifth graders across the city. And Royal, I guess you get the royal treatment all the time.
I haven't ridden in a fire truck, though. That would be awesome.
They're going to start calling right now.
Well, it's okay with me.
You probably have your pick of the cities across the valley.
I think that would be cool. All right,
Noon tonight, a Mesa fifth grader had one cool commute to school this morning. She showed up to class in a fire truck. Brooklyn Gainey received the royal treatment this morning after developing an emergency preparedness plan. The Mesa Fire Department shows her story over hundreds of other fifth graders from across the city.
A kid once told me, hey, once you get off the fire truck, you should just put on glasses and, like, throw them off.
Her essay was very clear and concise. It was cute and funny, and it had information about how you can be prepared in different ways and how you don't need to spend a lot of money to have an emergency preparedness kit.
How cool is that? They showed up at her home and then did this, gave her a ride to school in the fire truck. Over the course of the school year, the fire department has visited Mesa schools, and they taught those students about fire safety, bike safety, CPR, and of course, emergency preparedness.
Smart, and she's got a great personality to boot.
Like a drop the mic moment right there.
Great for her.
The envy of all her peers, a student in the East Valley showing up to school today in a fire truck. Brooklyn Gainey is a fifth grader at Franklin Elementary in Mesa, and she got the royal treatment today after writing the winning story about having an emergency preparedness plan.
A kid once told me, hey, once you get off the fire truck, you should just put on glasses and, like, throw them off.
It made me feel so proud of her. I really thought that was awesome, that she would get to experience this and her friends would get to see it, me and her dad. I was very proud of her and her accomplishments.
The Mesa Fire Department shows her story over hundreds of other fifth graders across the country, or the city rather.
Pretty cool for her to show up on a fire truck. That's so awesome. All right, let's get a check.